Alright, Earthlings! Welcome back to the Thundering Dice channel with your boys, the Thundering Dice Brothers. And today we are going to be diving back a little bit into the stories that made us. These are shows or books that we think informed who we became. And so, in my opinion, there is no better cartoon to inform the young mind than Scooby-Doo. Forget Sesame Street. Give me Scooby-Doo unmasking villains any day.
I'll definitely agree with that, because I don't really remember anything of Sesame Street, but I remember a lot of Scooby-Doo. Though, out of curiosity, what lessons can we take from, let's just go the original 68, 69?
A healthy dose of skepticism and constantly overcoming your own fears.
That's actually pretty good. Because in my mind, I was just like,
yeah, I thought so.
Let's see. Behind every mask, there is a burglar, and all burglars wear masks, and kids can get away by breaking and entering.
Yeah, so lots of laws are broken on both sides. I mean, just think about every chase scene, I guess, with the Mystery Machine, of which I can think of a couple. You know, definitely breaking some laws.
Fucking joyriding through Chinatown.
And you really got to think about, like, the massive amounts of felonies that the villains perpetrate here. I mean, there's, like, the basic white-collar crime type things, like fraud.
Yeah.
You know? But then there's, like, kidnapping and attempted murder and, like, assault with a deadly weapon, and I don't know, I could probably go on and on and on. I think a prosecutor would go nuts
just the
with a case
Wax
like that.
Museum episode where the Wax Phantom literally tries to encase Scooby and Shaggy in wax. Holy fuck, that's
right?
like attempted murder, assault, everything right there, kidnapping.
Or when when most of the monsters are chasing them, like, there's always the implication that they're gonna kill them or hurt them. You know, it's never really like, haha, we're gonna tickle you to death or whatever. This is harmless fun. Like, nah, dude, these people are messed up. They're like axe wielding, you know? There's the headless horseman riding around, disappearing people. This person is aging dramatically, like, by the minute and then dying. This is freaky. What the hell is going on?
And that goes to, I mean, yeah, Elias Kingston threatens to mummify Scooby, and Shaggy threatens to turn them to bones. Like, yeah, I mean, absolutely murder implicit.
And then there's always an actual crime, and it's always financial.
Yeah.
So it's always basically teaching that lesson too. Like, yo, crime doesn't pay. These people are stealing, and these brave kids and their dog are gonna catch them. And then at the end of the day, the sheriff always comes and agrees with them and helps them out too, which is, you know, laughably propaganda-y, but whatever.
Well, you gotta pound.
I'll let it slide. You have to justify their unlawful trespass.
Yeah, all their hijinks.
And their booby trapping and stuff.
That is true, yeah, Fred really does love to have some complicated booby traps that seem half the time would, like, kill you.
You sure know how to make a better mousetrap, Freddy.
Yeah, but even though that's a great episode. I mean, also, it's kind of funny that they run aground on the haunted isles.
Yeah, they shipwreck. I mean, for real. Like, these kids, I mean, obviously loaded,
Seriously.
right? I think we can agree that as a unit, some of them are loaded. They must be. They've got, well, they can't keep their car running for some reason, but that's just a plot device they can break down in a sketchy place.
Or American engineering in the 70s and late 60s.
What car is it? Is it like a Ford Transit, do you think? I don't think it's like a VW van. It doesn't look right for that.
It's supposed to be a VW van, sort of.
Well,
no, actually, no, I don't. Well, I don't know. It's a cross.
I don't think
it's a cross between.
It's got too much like height.
Well, no.
it.
Yeah, okay, like yeah. It's like it has like the VW spirit of it because it's got the flowers on it.
The flower power stuff and the mystery machine.
But it does. It's like a cross between a small, transit van. And actually, no. When I see transit van, I'm talking like like Britain transit van in the 70s.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was imagining.
You say transit van today, that conjures a way different image.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking obviously a product of its time, so a transit van of the 60s.
We'll throw that up.
I was going to say something about Scooby-Doo as well. Like, we kind of glossed over the fact that he's the namesake and main character of the show.
He's a talking dog.
And who doesn't always fantasize, or who didn't as a child? You probably still should. Like, dream about being able to talk to your dog and go on adventures with your dog and, like, communicate.
But no, I would love to be able to talk to Hilo. It'd be great. Just to be like, you know...
That's totally everybody's, like, fantasy or dream, like, to communicate with their pet that way. That's like a superpower.
Oh, no, it absolutely is. Until you find out that a certain, class of animal secretly rules the world and you have to flee that world because they now know that you know.
Who, what, cats or something?
Nah, Rick and Morty squirrels.
Oh, I was so lost. I was like, we're still on Scooby-Doo? Like,
I
what?
just did, a little side tangent. But going back to Scooby-Doo, I love the fact that, he can talk. And he's super helpful. But he's also...
He definitely talks more as the show gets on.
He mimes more in the
beginning. He kind of makes...
like playing Pictionary.
Yeah. He makes sounds that are kind of like words, but he doesn't have full-on conversations, but... think about how he is in, I don't know, any of the movies.
Oh, in the movies, I mean, yes, Scooby and Shaggy are having full-on conversations.
Yeah, or especially the live-action movie, think about them sitting in his van together, making grilled eggplant burgers, which, I appreciate the fact that they kept that in there, because Casey Kasem went vegan, and for a long time, his character as Shaggy was portrayed as vegan.
Which I have mixed feelings
about.
So
they kind of carried that through into the movie there for a minute.
Yeah, it is cool. I do like that. Yeah, it's a real nice callback.
I mean, it's kind of silly, but whatever.
In my mind, Scooby
be the
and Shaggy
activist
are
you want
to
be, Casey. No, I want them to be eating everything and anything in sight. That's just their jam.
Yeah, but it's still, but it's as you said, it's a really cool callback, but. But no, you're right. He doesn't talk.
And then, that movie shows what Scooby-Doo is, too. I mean, the whole premise of the bad guy's plan is to capture Scooby-Doo because he's the only pure soul in the galaxy and that could be used for this ritual.
Yeah, Rowan Atkinson is kind of an asshole.
Scooby, never, betrays anybody. He is just the loyal, faithful dog who's, afraid, but...
Well,
really,
he doesn't necessarily...
afraid but brave.
Yeah, he's afraid but brave.
Always.
But when I say, he's... Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, he's just he's an absolutely loyal soul. Mostly to Shaggy.
Because I'm just trying to think when he ever betrays anybody. Ever.
Well, I saw Scooby eat a lot of deliciousness behind Shaggy's back when they're looking for food, pretty deviously, and then even be like, "Oh, look, you found a clue, Scooby-Doo." What do you mean I found a clue? Where? Yeah, what type of ghost leaves ham and chicken bones? Let's tell the others. And he takes credit for finding the clue, even though the clue is his lunch. Not really a betrayal, it's just more of a sneaky dog moment, which I find really funny. But then in the same episode, Shaggy gets his own because he puts him through the dishwasher.
Is that the space?
Yeah, it is. Space, the kooky space.
Spooky space kook.
Yeah, kooky space kook.
Yeah, gosh. Another thing about those old episodes is they had great rhyming nomenclature.
Which is which? Bellum in the big top.
The heap at the bottom of the lake or whatever.
Castle in the castle.
Mm-hmm. What a night for a night.
Yep.
Jeepers is the creeper.
Yep.
Also... Come on, the music in the one season of Scooby-Doo specifically.
Yeah.
Just nonsense 70s rock, flower power rock.
Yeah. It is so funny.
And that part spawned the lifelong meme, or the age-old meme now of groups of people running through doorways in a hallway.
Yes.
And always coming out unexpectedly somewhere else. That's a Scooby-Doo thing. Memeified itself before internet memes existed.
Yeah.
I remember that showing up in a Johnny Bravo cartoon.
see it show up in every once in a while Futurama, every once in a while Family Guy or American Dad.
Oh well, Scooby-Doo. Futurama has a whole fucking part of an episode about making fun of Scooby-Doo.
Bendy Boo.
You're such a useless
mascot.
But the best Scooby-Doo, I think we're in agreement, has got to be Zombie Island.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Zombie Island. That movie is pinnacle Scooby-Doo. In the right time for, drawing and animation style, too. With the culmination of a great storyline and one of the coolest Scooby-Doo songs ever to be written. I mean, like, I like the Hex Girls and shit like that. That's some pretty dope stuff right there. But even though they do say, like, earth, wind, fire, and air, so it's kind of retarded that, you know, wind and fire. I mean, wind and air.
Air and wind,
You're naming two of the elements twice over, but, you know, whatever. But saying earth, wind,
Had like a
fire,
serious,
and
like,
water,
mental block.
we may look
It
bad,
doesn't quite
but we
ring
don't
as
care.
well,
Yeah, it
does
just
it?
doesn't sound right.
No. You hear the screeching of an owl. That song is
Dude,
just
yep. That song is so...
peak cartoon music.
Yeah. You know there's zombies on the prowl, and it's terror.
So, but the
Yep.
only problem with that movie is it really leaned into the monsters are now real. Like, we thought they were going to be fake like they always were, and now they're real. And it's kind of like...
Well, there's no movie that doesn't have a supernatural element to it.
I know, but that's one that I really like. Okay, yeah, the Boo Brothers, yep, they're real ghosts in that.
Yeah.
Goblin King, and what other movies came out before Zombie Island now? Like, what's before, besides Boo Brothers and
They're...
the school
The
one?
Ghoul School. Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
supernatural as hell. You have... Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you know, you got Scooby-Doo Goes to Hollywood in 79, Boo Brothers in 87, Ghoul School in 88,
quick revive.
The Reluctant Werewolf, which is... that's an interesting one in 88 also. Arabian Nights in 94, Zombie Island in 98, Witch's Ghost in
So, okay,
99. So there's plenty of movies.
that came before Zombie Island, and they're all supernatural. So the movies were supernatural, but I don't remember any of the Scooby-Doo. Where Are You? The Scooby-Doo Show.
No, yeah.
Any of those having
yeah.
actual supernatural elements. Those are all people in masks. My favorite of those is probably the Don Knotts episode with...
Which one? He's got two.
Uh,
Juneberry or the one
first
where
one.
he's where he's playing the detective trying to find Professor Moody. I
That
love
one.
that one because he just goes into all the different costumes and shit like that and then starts confusing himself. And all the while they're like, but I thought she looks like the butler. And then he's like, no, but the butler definitely looks like Finnegan Gage. And he's just like, it's just so, it's so great.
Yeah. And then he gets them all confused and puts half of one costume on and half on the other. And yeah. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And I liked it at like 40 minutes long, too. And, you know, apparently children had a longer attention span then. Because cartoons are now, or everything is like 20 minutes long.
Yeah. Well, no, that's true. I think people have...
Actually, that's not new. I'm just bitching. Actually, Alien Invaders did a good job of making it not about aliens until the very
That's true.
end.
They could have ditched... They would have ditched having the actual aliens there. It would have been... I mean, like, not that I don't mind it, them being aliens, because, like, why the hell not? It's Scooby-Doo. I mean, since they've already crossed the...
Well, because it's Scooby-Doo, and we're missing some of the fundamental lessons of OG Scooby-Doo. That, you know, don't fall for the man in a mask. Don't let greed corrupt you. And
But that
also
one,
don't.
But yeah, but that's why Alien Invaders is really good because it does have
It does have that exact message though
Yeah.
too, even though there are aliens in it. So that's a fair point.
and the aliens aren't the bad guys.
Well, the fake aliens
Well,
are
yeah,
the
the
bad
fake
guys. The
aliens
good
are the bad
aliens
guys.
are the good guys. But then, you know, like true sitcom fashion, Scooby and Shaggy stay single, just like they started. which you know, depending on how you think about it, might be kind of depressing. It's like, dude, they were so close. They had like the perfect, you know, groovy chick and you know, dog combo.
True.
Groovy, you and me. Is that the one that Billy West voices Scooby or voices Shaggy? He's Shaggy like one time. And that seems like the weirdest voice of Shaggy, like a unique off voice, doesn't it?
One thing, especially about like the OG shows. When I say one thing, actually I have many things to say about the OG shows. But
What blasphemy is this? You do know that Ascoobus will visit you at night and ruin your dreams.
speaking, okay, fine. Then since you just said Ascoobus, we'll talk about the Mummy's ghost. When
That one is bad,
I
but
mean,
that
the
has
secret
nothing to do with the
chamber
OG.
underneath the Sphinx leading to Cleopatra's tomb and all that type.
Not that far fetched, considering they keep finding stuff in previously like.
No, Cleopatra's tomb is never going to be found.
No, but they find stuff.
They do find stuff. Yeah,
still decades and decades after they think it's all explored.
Yeah.
So there's no, never say never, just say improbable. Highly improbable, bordering.
Well, especially when you consider like
absurd.
the complexity of that underground city and labyrinth and everything that's there. I mean, like, if you, that would make every archaeological discovery before it looked like nothing if that actually was underneath the Sphinx and the pyramids, because that complex underneath is, I mean, I don't know, like freaking holy grail.
Yeah, it'd be some Indiana Jones type shit. See, that's what they should do. The next Indiana Jones, have them like find Cleopatra's tomb, just bring it back to its roots. None of this like, I don't know, whatever the hell you want to call the recent Indiana Jones.
Well, if you want to,
just like Scooby-Doo should go back to its roots. They should bring back Monster of the Week, literally, that gets unmasked, and it's just some like crazy dude who thinks that they can get away with some sort of heinous, or no, it's usually a monetary. It's always a monetary crime. It's either like a jewel or money, like cash.
Yeah. In Mystery Incorporated,
something
you know,
like that.
The 2015, I don't know, whatever, like the 20 show, you know, beyond the overarching aliens that are actually real, there are plenty of
fake ghosts.
Yeah,
that's
that
true.
are just,
yeah,
know, like,
that is
trying to make money or screw people over or like drive someone out of business.
But it was too full of drama. Like, it's a really good show, but I didn't want to watch a bunch of teenage drama on cartoons. I guess that's my fault for watching a modern Scooby-Doo episode and expecting it not to be there. Like, that's a me problem, not
I
a show
definitely
problem,
agree.
probably.
They do lean too much into that aspect of it, especially with Fred and Daphne. Like, my God, does it get sappy? I mean, like, I love all the modern pop references that they're like making fun of. You know, like Breaking Dawn, it's completely just like shitting on Twilight. And
that's right. Yeah.
Daphne even dates the dude who plays Cedric Diggory. I can't think of his fucking name. Robert Patterson, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, this makes me think about like what, you know, the rumored Netflix live action series and a to be announced / determined everything.
I have no idea. Like, I don't know about this. Like, do I really want?
I think it's gonna be probably terrible.
Yeah, like
I can't think of another the live action being a success aside from the very first one. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I'm just not sure that I want to see another live action remake of a Scooby-Doo show. I think Scooby-Doo is best served in animation. The James Gunn Spooky Island Scooby-Doo notwithstanding, that was fun, like I said. But whatever's coming forward for Scooby-Doo, I'm excited for it. I think Scooby-Doo is awesome, and everybody, I hope you enjoyed a little nostalgia trip down memory lane through the stories that made us. I'm Sven, and that was Ian. We're the Thundering Dice Brothers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and we will catch you next time.